Transcript for Trump visits Puerto Rico 2 weeks after Hurricane Maria. So 2 weeks after Hurricane Maria devastated the island of Puerto Rico surrounded by big water. Don't forget. Big water. The current White House resident dropped in for a tour of the damage. He tried to put a positive spin on things. Take a look. Every death is a horror, but if you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds of people that died and you look at what happened here with really a storm that was totally overpowering. Nobody's ever seen anything like this. What is your death count as of this moment? 16 people certified. 16 people certified versus in the thousands. Putting all our personal feelings about the guy aside, how do you think he's handling this? Is he trying to reassure people that things are going to be taken care of? You know, all I can say is Rex Tillerson, his own Secretary of State, called him a moron. Did you know that? Yes. Even Nixon, he denied it. Nixon and Kissinger knelt down to pray together. This is what we're dealing with. A president needs to show up, do a lot of hugging, letting people know help is on the way. Letting people know we support you. A lot of listening. People feel if they're not being heard, especially an island like Puerto Rico. You mean you probably shouldn't have thrown paper towels in the room? That interested me. Did he think the paper towel was to sop up the flood? I don't know what he was thinking. I was so offended by that. You're looking at people devastated and you're throwing basic needs at them. He's throwing paper towels. I try to pause because every time he does something it's easy to react. I paused and then that happened. He threw the paper towels. Even comparing the devastation of lives. You're turning to someone and look at this country and they don't even know what the future will look out and you say what's the death toll? Can I say this? FEMA indicated the death toll has risen to 34. What you have to understand, since Hurricane Maria hit landfall, that means all those additional deaths were preventable. I listen to who I respect and Sanjay Gupta from CNN is who I respect. He said people on the ground are dying. He said many citizens are at risk mostly due to a timely response by authorities. That falls squarely on President Trump's shoulders. Also, didn't you say the people in ICU died? Yes, in one hospital all the hospitals aren't up. All the army bases aren't up. They died in the ICU. All the patients died. He's not a fan of his coverage in reviews for today. He said good day in Puerto Rico yesterday. While some of the news coverage is fake, sir, it's on top. You're being criticized because what they're seeing. They're not making it up. You're not a cartoon. That's you throwing towels to people and saying dumb stuff. It's a little island, man. The worst hurricane anyone has seen came through there and devastated it. Yeah, Katrina was devastating, but you also had a landmass. An island you can't go, you're surrounded, man. Come on, don't do that. I believe his supporters will see it completely differently. They'll see him throwing paper towels as a gesture of friendliness. Friendliness, did you say? Yeah, clean it up. I think they'll see him as lighthearted. I don't know if I think it's inappropriate. Even though it seems like people follow him everywhere, when people watch this as a human, I cringed instantly. When he said in a real disaster, there were more lives lost. Our people need to hear from you and know what you're doing. He also said, thanks Puerto Rico, you've thrown our budget out of whack. His supporters would say he was kidding. I don't know. I don't think people like when you're blaming them. No, you don't kick people when they're down, when people need water and food and medical care. This is what they're yang. He was lighthearted. There's a time for lighthearted and a time for not. Being on an island where people are dying, I don't think funny is the way you want to go. But who am I? We'll be right back. This transcript has been automatically generated and may not be 100% accurate.